you say the Most High gave his word to everybody, right?
That bondage you living out right now. That bondage is why you at the bus stop right now.
You understand? The scripture says, any man speak, let him speak of the oracles of God. They think the law is a small thing.
Separate, man. We are separate from these other nations, man.
That's right.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground. Nah, this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We will not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour pass. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just sit to pray up to the Lord. I told him, then let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race that made merchandise out of my abuse. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue, it's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round, take round, take round. Opponents better move slow. Attack dog for this truth, nigga, cool yo. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Oh, thought you could cross us with no consequence, but you will pay dearly. You should've used your common sense. My zeal lit, that means you could never prevail. Hey, with a true sit, hey, with warriors dwell. Be wise with them weapons, cause I promise. My nine just like my wife, she concealed, she modest. I know two things, a robber will not prosper. And any man harm me and my octave gon' meet the doctor. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die so you can miss me with that love talk. My UPK soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret it. What that mean? Fall on his ass. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Long live one West. Say what? Long live one West. This for those who bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupons for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper, been this proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they heat's on, none of them can get to the fire. Around with me, and I had a nigga spin like a tire. But down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because UPK. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
Shalom, Lord Christ, Israel. Officer Credesty Bar, I'm filling in for the law class for right now at the moment. We're gonna get started in a few seconds. Let me get a few scriptures. Because knowing the law is super important, man, according to the Bible. Knowing the law is super important. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of laws that we just don't follow. And because we don't follow those laws, the result of it is black people being at the bottom, getting constantly killed. Just like a person might say they got a street code. You'll say you have a street code, and all of a sudden that code get violated, like not snitching, you know, something like that. And before you know it, it's turmoil between you and the people you used to hang out with. You ain't got no good friendship that you had. You can't trust nobody no more. And that's all because you done broke the code. Same thing with politics. If they don't follow a certain code, it's going to be straight up chaos in that damn White House, which they don't follow no code. They ruthless and disgusting. according to the Bible is Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian culture is our book. It don't have nothing to do with any heathen like a Arab, a Japanese, a Chinese, a West Indian, or a European, Caucasian, or whatever, right? That's our code. So we got to follow certain codes. Now, if you look at when black people as a whole was good, when we had it a little bit better than we have it now, you could look back at the 1930s and the 60s. Those is two examples I always like to bring up, because in the 60s, black people was integrated. Not integrated, they were separate. They were separate from white people. White people was over here, black people was over there. At that time, we was way better off because we was with our family. It wasn't really no black on black crime like that, like you see now. An example of the 30s. The 30s, black people started getting real prosperous right when they got out of slavery. These black people had formed their own colleges and all type of stuff, man. In the 1930s, they had a lot of prosperous black cities in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Harlem, Chicago, a lot of places where black people lived at, they flourished. And that's because they were segregated. All right, they followed a certain rule. That matter of fact, the dollar didn't even leave the black community for damn near about a month or so. It took a while because they only buying from black businesses. They all in the same area. So they only buying from this lady or down the street. I'm only getting my hardware equipment from him. He know how to saw wood and make tables, so I'm getting my stuff from him. And that's how it was in the black community. So we're gonna go to a few laws. Go to Deuteronomy 7:3. I think that's what it is. Deuteronomy 7:3. Oh, and then grab that mic so they can hear you. Yep, Deuteronomy 7:3. No, it's right here. Deuteronomy 7:3 is an important scripture for black people to learn, because what we're doing now is we go out and try to vote to change things. But if you think about it, we've been here for 400 years. We done seen so many presidents. Voting is not going to stop nothing, especially us voting. Before we was even able to vote, white people was only able to vote, and they couldn't change the racism that was being put on you. So what make you think you gonna vote? All right, go ahead.
Say, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Neither shall thou what?
Neither shall thou give up.
No, before that, from the top.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Neither shall thou make marriages with them. Let's go to before that. That's Deuteronomy 3. Is it anything before that?
We got
And
when the Lord thy God shall deliver them from before thee.
When the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee. That is heavy right there, because a lot of people think that justice or some other country, you think you got a bad perception of equality growing up in America. The Bible just said, when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, meaning the Lord gonna deliver some people into your hands as the chosen people. He ain't gonna be making y'all equal. He gonna deliver them before thee. What did he say?
And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
He said, yeah, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. That's what the Lord just said. He said, you're going to smite them and destroy them when the Lord delivers them before you. Go ahead.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
He said, don't make no covenant with them. Don't make no covenant with them. Don't make no promises. Don't make no negotiations, no deals. Don't shake no hands. Don't do none of that with these people. Go ahead.
Nor show mercy unto them.
Nor don't show no mercy unto them. Now, if the white man got a hold of our Bible and read this, no wonder why he ain't showing mercy to us. Because he's saying, well, that's how y'all live, so we going to treat y'all like that. Go ahead.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
He don't make marriages with them. That's what the Lord's saying. Don't make no marriages with them. And guess what? The white man don't want you marrying his daughters. And he is right about that, because guess what? That's what it says in the Bible. This is our Bible, but they using our laws. We ain't supposed to be interracially marrying with them. We're not supposed to be going out and trying to get a Caucasian girl because she got long hair. That woman is disgusting, and it is the reason why the Lord told us don't marry him. The number one reason is because the Lord said so, and you would just get killed if you don't. He'll punish you if you do. If you don't, go ahead.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
He said, don't make no marriages with them, and don't make no covenants with them. And he said, thy daughter shall, say it again.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son. Why in the hell would you give your black daughter over to a white man? Or a Caucasian, or American, or Edomite? Why would you do that? They already been raping your grandparents and your ancestors, so why would you give your daughter over to a disgusting beast like that? Go ahead.
Nor his daughter shalt thou make unto thy son.
Don't take his daughter unto your sons. Do not do that. Go ahead.
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
For they what?
They will turn away thy son from following me.
They will turn away thy son from following thee. The Lord don't want you mixing and marrying with these people. He don't want you marrying them, because they are going to turn away your son from following him. Guess what? They do it all the time. Look at Terry Crews. Terry Crews got on the damn TV and said something about, said this on Twitter. He got on Twitter talking about, he said so much stuff where you know he was around a bunch of white people that's influencing him. He said that, what did he say? One of them was when that cave beast ran up and grabbed his genitals in front of everybody in the middle of the club. And his wife, he said, I didn't want to be the big, strong, bad black guy. Because why didn't he want to be that? Who telling you you big, strong, and bad? Who telling you you a vicious animal because you strong and bad? And big and black. Guess what? Your oppressor is telling you that. And when you listen to your oppressor and got them telling you how you should live life, then guess what? That affects your life for real. That affects your life so much to where you stop following the laws of the Lord. Instead of being the big, strong, masculine man and punching the hell out of somebody that is grabbing on your private area, you sit back and listen to your wife and her disgusting family, your interracially married wife. You listen to her and her disgusting family tell you that, I don't want to be the big, strong black guy. That's the stereotype that they paint. First of all, who painted that stereotype? The people that you wasn't supposed to marry with in the first place. You marry with them, and they talking about you behind your back. They talking about you in the news. They talking about you everywhere, and now you start not to be like that. That's the same thing that happened to anybody that come in America. They come to America, and guess what happens? They start talking about your kufi or your damn, Yeah, they start talking, as soon as you come to America, they start talking about your culture. That's the first thing that they do. This is why you ain't supposed to interracially marry. Because when you come to America, I don't care who you are, Chinese, Arab, black, white, you come to America, you're going to get talked about, and they always say no bullying. You're going to get bullied when you come to America. They're going to say you a curry, goat-eating animal from the tribe of Timbuktu or some junk. They're going to call you some silly-ass name, and before you know it, you ain't going to want to be a part of your own culture no more. Now you're an Arab with a uniform shirt on with a damn suit on. Now you are East Indian with a damn hat to the back listening to rap. You want to be like us, but you don't know nothing about rap. You don't know nothing about black culture. There's two things that either happen. You come over here and you be like black people because we so influential, or you come over here and get forced to be white. That's what happens when you come over to America. And this is why you shouldn't be interracially marrying in the first place. The Lord told you, don't show no mercy to these people. Stay away from them. Don't interracially marry with them. Do not love them. Don't do nothing to these people. Stay away from them. The only use that they are for is the Lord giving them into your hands. Which, what does that mean, student? When the Lord put these people into your hands, when he delivered them into your hands.
Serve you.
The only thing that they're useful for is servants, being slaves. That's the only thing they're useful for black people. They supposed to be washing rims off right now, washing 22-inch rims off, washing tires, washing niggas' clothes. That's what they supposed to be doing right now, because that's what we did to them. That's what they supposed to be doing, man. They won't even give you your 40 acres and a mule. So why do black people continue to try to join with these people? What else do we got? It's another scripture. Let me get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get the one. Let me think. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. You got to turn it up for it to be on. You had it on?
First it was down, I turned it up now.
All right, they might not have heard you, but... All right, let me see. So what are we going to do? I forgot that scripture I was just looking for. Oh, I already went over that. So basically the same thing happened to Solomon. Solomon interracially married with some heathens. He had 700 wives, you know, and 300 concubines, but he started messing with heathens and start building groves. Like I said, this same thing happens to, and this is the saddest part about it. I don't never see none of these athletes with they white woman around all their black family. All I see is Kanye West surrounded by Kardashians, and all of these black athletes surrounded by their white families. And you can already know that they getting talked about. Don't have an afro with a couple of naps in your head. They're going to be roasting you behind the scenes and talk about how you look so unintelligent. And before you know it, you're going to have a clean shaved head trying to get a damn line up. That's the problem with America that we got right now. Let me get a few more. Go to Deuteronomy 7:6. We just told you a few reasons about why you shouldn't interracially marry with them. I'm going to give you another reason, and it's a positive reason. It got something to do with us. When you got a valuable possession, like a good invention, sometimes you want to just hold on to that invention. You shouldn't be trusting nobody in America. How many people got their invention stolen all the time? It happens all the time. When you got something good, you want to keep it to yourself for a while. And guess what? Black people always got something good. They're the #1 athletes on the planet. If a damn race see that you the #1 athletic person on the planet, what they gonna do? And they know they weak as hell. If this other race know that they weak and they can't last in the sun, but they come to your damn country and see you over here, all of y'all strong, they ain't never seen nobody that damn strong in their life. What is these weak people that can't last in the sun gonna do and they don't got no morals at all? They see some strong people that got morals, they got endurance, and then these people is weak as hell, they got no morals and no endurance and no self-esteem. They're gonna try to take these people and use them for their benefit because they're savages and these people is on a higher pedestal. When Americans, the oppressor, these Americans that brought us in slavery, when they first seen us, they said, damn, we could use these people. They got too much talent. We don't do nothing but club each other over the head in caves and rape each other's daughters. Why don't we take some of these people? This is like a gold mine walking on legs. That's what they seen. A giant ass piece of gold with 2 legs and some big lips. That's what they seen when they seen the damn black man. And that's what they did. They put us in slavery because we was useful. We useful. And when you got that much talent, you want to stay to yourself. You want to stay to your own people. I bet you it's black CEOs sitting up in the office surrounded by Europeans getting every damn invention stolen from them. They probably tell them lies because they are a liar. And they tell them that, it was a cooperative meeting that we had. It was a brainstorming meeting. Easily stealing your inventions all damn day long. Look at what they do with the music. This is what happens when you integrate with America and you want to be their friend. They steal your music and you don't get no royalties. None of that go to your family or nothing. I wonder where is the son of MC Hammer? Why he ain't rich? Where is the son of Tupac or the daughter of Tupac? Where are they at? Where is the sons of Otis Williams in the distance, the Temptations? Where the sons? Where is they sons at and how are they doing? I bet you they got that damn new tax rule where they paying damn near 50% of their money because they saying that they on a higher bracket. Yeah, these artists, man, these black artists that created multi-billion-dollar, come on now, multi-billion-dollar music, ain't none of them rich. They out here still talking about voting. Guess what? If the music was doing so good, they would be like, forget voting, go out and make a rap album and you can change your life right away. What are we voting for? I'll show you how to make music and then take yourself to the top. Voting is hope for weak people. That's what it is. It's hope for a weak person that ain't got no hope. That's what voting is for. You're going to go out and vote. And let me tell you something about voting. Voting ain't nothing but a way of showing your weakness. When you go out and vote and say, public health care, we need health care, we need health care. Them white people in them damn offices, those Europeans, they saying, yeah, we must be making them real sick. Let's go ahead and keep the health care the way it is, where it's zero health care. You go out and say, police brutality. You know what they noticed in the White House? Damn, that police brutality really hurting them. Yeah, this is exactly where we want them to be. When you go out and vote, you tell your weakness. All right.
Don't sweat the water, please.
We got iPad right there.
I'm at desk. Water, Warren. Alright. The water, man. Give it up to the mighty priest and officer 1,000 Kodash the bar, man, holding it down for Israel, man. That brother do it all in the UPK, man, the D here. You know what I'm saying? He do it all. So the water to that brother. If we got any questions, let me know. Look on the chat, see if we got questions. Look on the Facebook, YouTube, Cleveland, Detroit, all that. Brother, you got questions? You good? The 5 appearances, you good on that? The 5 appearances, you good on that?
You can go over that.
You still need that?
Yeah, doing one over one.
What's that?
Doing one over one, Chesapeake one.
Okay, so we can touch on that too. Also my rib got a question. Go to Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter.
Say Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes. All right. Let's see where we at with this. I need you, priest. You want some strong? Got some strong. All right, Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter, where it says, of the man I found, out of 1,000 men I found one. Go there. You know what I'm talking about?
Say what?
Of 1,000 men I found one. I believe it's Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter. Go to like 7 and 25, something like that. Here you go, priest. Let me get with you. Put that on mute for me, please. Did you find it?
Check.
I'll get it for you.
Which one are you looking for?
It's Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter. Bible acting kind of funny too. What you got, Kodash?
You said Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter?
7th chapter. It's Shalakia for that, man. This is priest officer at 5,000 Hadar Yala, the Detroit Wednesday law class, Detroit, North Ohio. Anybody in the area, man, make sure y'all come down. Live classes, free classes, teaching you your culture, man. You know what I'm saying? Your nationality, teaching you what's most important on the earth, man, right now, the laws of God, all right? Like I said, it's Wednesday, the law class. Any questions you got, make sure you type them in, call me, DM me, anything like that. Salakia, man, running late, jammed up with the slavery. You understand? The slavery is real heavy, man, to keep a black man from doing his real work, which is the work of the Lord. You understand? I already told you what to do. You in Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter?
Yeah, I'm on the 7th.
Go down to the 25th or 26th verse. Come on, quickly, man. The young man got an excuse. You don't have one, Kodash. Let's go. All right. After we get this question, we go off into the scriptures, man.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I'm not gonna chapter. I'm gonna look at that chapter.
All right, brother. What verse you at, Kodash?
7 and 26 and 5.
Read 25.
25.
Read 25.
Marry thy daughter, and shall thou have performed a weightier matter, but give her to a man of
That
understanding.
ain't it. Just look it up in your concordance. You sure you in the right chapter?
You said Ecclesiasticus, right?
I said Ecclesiastes. Good night. Salakia, Israel. Where your sword at, Kadash?
Ecclesiastes. I
You got it?
the scripture off, just help me.
All right. Don't worry about that. He'll get it.
Ecclesiastes 7. Let me see.
Read 25, brother.
And 25, I apply my heart to know and to search and seek out wisdom.
All right, go down. I think it's the last verse. 1,000 men.
All right, 28. Ecclesiastes 7 and 28, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those I have not found.
All right, go up 2 verses. Let's get the context.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. I find it more bitter than death, the woman whose
All right,
heart...
go to 25. Go to 25.
25. I apply my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things.
All right, now understand in this book right here, Solomon was searching the earth, man. He was just going through and trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what made people do the things they do. You know, just figuring out the earth, man. You understand? Going through drinking a lot, seeing how that worked out. You know what I'm saying? He was just going through the earth and figuring out different things. All right, keep going.
And to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. And I find it more bitter than death, the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands, who pleaseth God shall escape from
on
her.
his journeys, man. He came up to a conclusion and said that he found more bitter than death this certain type of woman. All right, not all women, you understand, but this certain type of woman who's what? Read.
Whose heart is snares.
Whose
and
heart
nets,
is snares and nets. And come on.
and her hands as bands.
Come on.
Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her.
Whoso pleases the Most High shall escape from this type of woman. All right, that's what it's talking about. So everybody know this type of woman. What woman is it talking about that you can relate to today's times? Whose heart? Well, read it again.
A gold digger.
There you go. A gold digger. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's out for your cash. It's you have a horrible life if you living with that type of woman. Look at Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin's a brother. He got with a white woman before he got with a sister. And what did that white woman do to him? She put that brother on child support. He paying $200,000 a month. You understand? You go to work, you making all that money. You got to pay it to this goddamn devil. You understand? Because it's this type of woman that exists on the earth. So the woman that put that man on child support, his life is hell. You understand? These type of brothers. And if he was a man of the Lord, he would escape this woman. Escape that woman that you meet at the club. You understand? Nigga going to the club to find a wife, he's a fool in itself. You understand? Because that's the type of woman you going to find in the club, in the strip club, at the bar. You understand? This gold digging woman that's going to put you on child support. You understand? That's going to try to ruin your life and set your life up with snares and bands. What snares? This is a trap. You understand? Raise your hand though next time. But that's what it is. It's a trap, and that's what they do, man. You know what I'm saying? They get with a celebrity. They poking holes in the condom. You understand? To make that brother's life hell. And he said he find more bitter than death this type of woman. Keep going.
The woman whose heart Select. The woman whose heart is snares and nets and her hands is bands, to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. Oh, so like I done mixed it up.
Yeah, read it again.
Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
Whoso pleases the Most High shall escape it from this type of woman. You understand? Because the scriptures tell you all about this type of woman. You understand? So read it again. It say he saw what?
Ecclesiastes 7:26. I find it more bitter than death.
No, it says, whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Why shall the sinner be taken by her? Go ahead, brother.
He gonna follow after you. That's what he gonna want. He gonna get caught up in that.
He who pleases God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Why? Because this sinner only lives in what? For his flesh, for his lust. So what does he see? He doesn't see the snares and bands that come with this woman. He sees a big booty. You understand? He sees that woman because she's naked. Give me that little towel over there, brother. It's a little dirty white towel. All right, that's what he sees. You understand? It's like Israel. And that's why he should be taken by her. All right, keep going.
Behold, I have found, saith the preacher, counting one by one, to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not.
So the preacher said he was counting one by one, right? He going in the earth and trying to find, people, righteous people. Come on.
One man among 1,000 have I found. But a woman among all those have I not found.
A woman have I not found. So he's just going about the earth and seeing what he can see. And throughout that earth, that's what he saw. All right. It's hard for a man to come up in this truth. It's hard to find righteous men living in this world right now. You understand? Out of these men, you're only going to find one. How many POSs do you know? You understand? How many typical brothers you know that only live, you know what I'm saying, for their flesh? That's mostly all of them, right? So let's say out of the men, he found one. And out of the women, keep going.
But a woman among all those have I not found.
But a woman have I not found. And you could apply this to today by looking at brothers and sisters in the truth. You understand? You ever notice that there's way more men in the truth than it is women? It's hard to find a woman to really come and rock and roll in this truth. Most women that come into the truth is because they man in the truth. You understand? So they really just following their man. If their man was a Muslim, they'd be a Muslim. If he was a Jehovah's Witness, they'd be a Jehovah's Witness. You understand? So think about it like that. You understand? It applies to, it's really talking about, what he saw on his journey. You understand? And how wicked the earth was. And it shows that out of all the men he found, it was only one man that was righteous out of 1,000. And out of sisters, he found none. And you can understand this by looking into the truth. You understand? Look at the UPK today. You see so many brothers in here, so many mighty warriors, and so few sisters. All right? So think about it like that. I hope that answers your question, baby. Salaki, look online, see if there's any more questions. The brother had a question about the 5 appearances of Christ, and we was breaking down some of them, but this is kind of a long breakdown. So because of the class, class purposes, we just gonna run through a little. So I gave you Melchizedek. Who know the 5 appearances of Christ? Who can name them? Kodash, I know you better be able to name them. Hit me with them. But let the student try first. Do you know of any?
I heard Adam.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Adam, Solomon, Melchizedek. So you're on 3. Okay, Kodash, hit him with it. See if you can go in order. Pop quiz.
Adam, Melchizedek, Solomon. Adam, Melchizedek, Solomon. Melchizedek, Solomon. Adam, Melchizedek, Isaac, Solomon, and Christ.
There you go. Adam, Melchizedek, Isaac, Solomon, and then Yahushua. That's 5. Okay, so we gave you Melchizedek. Give him Isaac. Isaac is Matthew. I believe Matthew 1:1. Let me see. We gonna give him the appearances of Christ. Which ones do you know?
Oh, you asked me to say them again?
No, I'm asking you to show the brother in the scriptures. So which ones do you know? We gonna give it to him, kind of briefly though, because it's like a longer breakdown.
I don't think I got it.
You don't got none of them? All right. Go to Matthew 1:1. Yeah.
Matthew chapter 1, verse 1.
What?
The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham.
So it said the book of the generation of Christ, the son of David. Who was the son of David? Solomon. All right. And the son of Abraham. Who was the son of Abraham? Isaac. All right. So that's 2 right there for you, right?
Then is that other one where it says the word was with God? Hold on.
Nah.
I
Let me see.
Pull up the son of God, right?
What's that?
The scripture that say the son of God. Adam was the son of God.
Yeah. I think of the rest while we out class. I'll go through my notes. They all scattered through my notes. Any other questions? Where you at? You reading it? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna pull it up and give it to the brother after class.
All right.
So he got 2. He got 3. We gonna give him 2 more. He know Christ. So really he only missing 1, right? Which one is he missing? Which one you missing? Okay. Okay, for Adam, go to the first and the last. First and the last, the Alpha and the Omega, the I and the Tha. You know what I'm saying?
That's that is
And those 1 in Revelations.
Revelations
Alpha and Omega for sure.
2 and 9, I think. 2 and 9. Nope, this.
Scripture says he's the first and the last. Give me the first and the last, Alpha and Omega, and give me the first Adam and the last Adam. First Adam was was this, and the last Adam was this. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Give me 1 Corinthians 15 and 45.
Corinthians chapter 15, verse 45. And it is written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul.
The first man, Adam, was made a living soul. Come on.
And the last Adam was made a quickening
Give me
spirit.
the verse above that. So we can get some context on it.
44. It is sown a natural body. It is raised.
Salaki, you at 1 Corinthians? You read. You give me Alpha and Omega.
It is sown a natural body. It is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body.
There's a natural body and there's a spiritual body. That's heavy right there. What is a natural body? What is that talking about? A natural body and a spiritual body.
That's me.
Yeah, come on. I ain't even gonna crowd you with that. Keep going so we can bust you with the heaviness. Cause this breakdown will take a whole class and I don't want to do that. So keep going.
There's a natural body and
Just
a
go to
spiritual
the
body.
next one. Go to the next verse.
And so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul.
So the first Adam, you know who the first Adam was. Come on.
And the last Adam was made a quickening
The
spirit.
last Adam was made a quickening spirit. Come on.
Howbeit, that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual.
And afterwards, that which is spiritual. So Adam lived off of his fleshly body. Christ came, the quickening spirit. That's cut and dry. All right. First Adam, the last Adam. You got Alpha and Omega? Go ahead. You got it. Go ahead, read.
I was in the spirit on the Lord's day, and heard behind me a great voice, as of a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last.
The first and the last. Come on.
And
Who was the
what thou
first?
seest,
Who was the first?
Adam,
Adam. Who was the last? There you go. Come on.
what thou seest, write in the book, and send it unto
All right,
the
we can
seven
stop right
churches.
there. You can just put that in your precepts. So all those that we just gave you, understand that Christ appeared on the earth 5 times. We gave you 5 appearances. We gave you Melchizedek, Solomon, Isaac, Adam, Christ. All right. It's others, but you know what I'm saying. Like I said, it's a long breakdown. So just put those in your precept book and just remember. For everybody out there, understand we having a conversation. I think it was Saturday or something like that, Saturday or Sunday. A new student in the school, man, young man, came out when we was having the food drive, and he been coming back ever since, man. So give it up for that brother, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real heavy for a man to you know, be studying. The brother said he was studying, watching us on YouTube, and then he saw us out in the streets, and it was a wrap. So he been showing up in all black. But anyway, we've been talking about, you know, reincarnation and how it exists in the scriptures. The brother wasn't aware that Christ appeared on the earth 5 times. We gave him the 5 appearances, and now we just gonna give him a little bit of scriptural backing to prove what we were saying, because we men of the Lord, we don't just speak without scriptures. You understand? So I just wanted to give him the rest because we was kind of busy when he asked the question, so we gave it to him in class. All right. If there's any other questions, let me know. Look online, Kodash the Bar. You want some strong, brother? Some strong? Some strong? You good?
One sister named Cat. Somebody named Cat Smiley said, what is a woman's role in the UPK?
What is a woman's role in the UPK? That's real heavy, man. That's real heavy. The woman's role is to help a man. Look. Give me that in the scriptures. Give me that in Genesis. Go ahead, brother. You got a question or comment, Kudash? Well, you already knew what I was doing, though, huh? See, that's hardcore right there, man. We one body in this school right here. You understand? Just like the scriptures tell us to be. You understand? We all teach and speak the same thing. So when you ask the question, says the priest and officer 1,000 already knew where to go, and that's real heavy. So go there. The woman's role in the UPK and on the earth is to help a man. It's to support a man. You understand? To goddamn follow orders, man, and help this brother do whatever he need to do on this earth. All right? That's why the Lord made you. He made you to help your man. Also understand that the woman's role is to not is you can't overlook that. You can't take it as something small, all right? Who knows about Civil War monuments in America? It's over 800 statues, I believe. Who put those up? Who know? How did they get here? Anybody? Raise your hand. Who did that? Go ahead, Kudash.
Confederate leaders or whatever, or white people, right?
Of course you know it was your oppressor, but the heavy part of this story is this was done by women, okay? The women of the Confederate soldiers put up all these monuments that we see today, okay? A woman plays a heavy role with her man and then ruling and doing what they need to do to carry out what's going on earth. Without the white woman, America would have been stopped the terrorism and racial abuse on the black, Hispanics, and Native American. All right? The white woman is more evil than her counterpart, the white man. You understand? A lot of people overlook this, and we go out and we marry to them. You know what I'm saying? And we think, you know, oh, I'm going to get me a white woman because we hate ourselves. So we go out and mate with the woman of our oppressor. But this woman hates you more than her man. All right? Look it up. Let me see if I can find it in my notes.
So just
go ahead, brother.
clarify, she got two questions and they both go together. She said, what is the woman's role in the UPK? And if they are if the men are the warriors, where do we stand?
Exactly. That's what I'm explaining now. You understand? Just look at what the white woman did to help her man. You understand? The woman has a role in here. Look up Civil War monuments or the women of the Civil War. It's something like that. They have a name, all right? When you Google who put up the Civil War monuments, it'll tell you the name of those white women. Give me the scripture. Go ahead.
Genesis 2, verse 18. And the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a help meet for him.
This is why the woman was created, all right? A lot of women get so independent on the earth, you understand? And they say, I don't need a man. Understand you was created for that man. And the Lord said, it is not good for man to be alone, so I will do what?
I will make him a help meet for him.
I will make him a help meet, all right? Adam had dominion over the earth at this point. He named the creatures, you understand? The cows and you know what I'm saying? That all the little deers or whatever you see that's running around, Adam did that, all right? And the Lord gave him a help me. He said, it's not good for a man to be alone, so I'm going to give you somebody, you understand, to help you with what you're doing, with ruling this earth, all right? Adam and his rib was the first two people to be in the truth, all right? And that's your job, to help this brother do the work of the Lord. You understand? Help him raise his household. That's your job. You understand? Follow these orders and teach the kids. So the kids, we all can be one in the house. That's the woman's role. Don't ever think that we gonna put you out on the front lines like the Black Panthers. You understand? Like Black Lives Matters. Our women ain't getting shot in the face with no goddamn rubber bullets. You understand? That's not your role. But your role is to help that man. You understand? So when he getting ready for camp, make sure that nigga boot shined up. You understand? Make sure he ain't forgetting his precept book. Wake him up. Tell him to get up. Ain't you going to camp today? Because he got to wake up his people, and you got to help him do that. Don't get in his way from from him doing the work of the Lord. Don't be that woman that's full of snares and bands and try to keep this brother from doing what the Lord told him to do. Because please believe you will get a stroke like what happened to Ezekiel's wife. He loved her so much he couldn't do the work. And the Lord killed his woman. Don't be that woman. Be the woman, you understand, like, who was that sister? Esther, man. You understand? Help your man defeat the enemy, defeat the oppressor. Who was the sister who who came through and cut off the king's head. But she was so fine. But what she was doing, she was riding for her people. So that's what you do as a woman in the UPK, man. You ride for your man. If you got a husband, you do what that brother tells you to do. Help that brother along with his cause. You understand? If you don't, you follow your father or whatever man is over you and help that man do whatever he need to do to get to wherever he need to be, because that's why you were created, to be the helpmeet for that man. All right? Did you find it? What you got, Kudas?
And I also got Proverbs 31 too.
Okay, we're going to get that next. Get this, because I want the brother to read this real fast. Hit me with it. What you got?
Okay, Confederate monuments were always a tool of white supremacy.
It was a tool of white supremacy. The Robert E. Lee statues and the Grant statues. They done put goddamn, who was that on the 20? Jackson. These are all Confederates, man. They hated black people. You understand? So it was a what? Read it again. Yeah, read what you just said.
So, Confederate monuments were always a tool of white
It's
supremacy.
a tool of white supremacy. Come on.
Long after the Confederacy's demise, Southerners, and more specifically white women, used statues.
More specifically, who?
White women.
White women. Come on.
Used statues, textbooks, and public ceremonies to prop up his legacy.
Statues, what? Textbooks, what?
And public ceremonies.
And public ceremonies. Come on.
Many of these memorials were put up by Ladies Memorial Association.
Many of these were put up by who?
Ladies Memorial
By the
Association.
men. By the men. By who?
Ladies Memorial Association.
By the Ladies Memorial Association. You understand? These statues that you see that white people are trying to tear down. Notice I said white people because brothers ain't doing that. White people trying to tear down these monuments all over America were done by who?
Ladies Memorial Associations.
Come on.
Around the same time that Jim Crow laws were passed.
Around the same time that Jim Crow laws were passed. So right after slavery, these white women start erecting statues to remember your captivity, to promote the husbands that died or the war that was lost. Keep going. Is it gonna say that? Read.
The same group that edited history textbooks to include.
The same group that edited history. Understand this. All right? Understand that they put this white supremacy in your school books. So this same group, come on.
Edited history textbooks to include a more favorable treatment of the Confederacy.
To include a more favorable what?
Treatment of the Confederacy.
Come on.
These women wielded race and class privilege to rewrite history.
They wielded race and class history in class what?
In class privilege.
In class privilege, white supremacy to do what?
To rewrite history.
To rewrite history. This was done by the women, not the men. So your role is to do exactly that. Get in this fight. It's something that you can do. You understand? If your man is an officer in here, you goddamn it, you get on his page and you promote his goddamn page. You share his classes. You push this truth with your man. I ain't saying teach nobody, but you help your man do the work of the Lord. You help your man get up and take care of that family. You understand? And sometimes your man will be doing the work of the Lord. So you get up and get out there and get that bread so that man can do this goddamn work. Don't be a goddamn dragon and try to get money and hold it over his head and call him less than, because you're not helping him by doing that. Your role is to get out there and help that brother do this work. Be a Proverbs 31 sister. All right? And if you need help on that, we can damn sure get it for you. So your role in the UPK as a sister is to be a Proverbs 31 woman. Get out there and be virtuous. Be a skillful woman. Get up there and get that bread so your man ain't got to think about going to be a slave in America. And he can get up and do the work of the Lord. That's what you do. Help that brother do this goddamn work so we can get out of this hell that we living in. Please believe this is hell that we living in. The white man's heaven is your hell. Help this brother go out there and do the work. You understand? And if you ain't got no man, then you help the men of the Lord. Pay your goddamn tithes. That's your role as a sister in the UPK. Pay your tithes. Put that money in here so we can get out there and go to these different zones and wake the people up. You understand? That's your job as a woman in the goddamn truth in the UPK. You understand? Go ahead, brother. That's heavy. There's a scripture that says that the older women shall teach the younger women how to be wives. You understand? But she asked specifically, you know, her role in the UPK, and that's that. So that's heavy, brother. You understand? Come in this truth and learn what you're supposed to do. Just by asking questions like you just did and then apply it to your daily life, sis. That's what you do. Do we got any other questions, Kodash? All right, give me Go ahead, let me hear it.
She said she wants to know of, she would like more information to be a part of the UPK.
More information. What city do you live in, sis? Whatever city you in.
Now,
go ahead, Kodash.
She had two questions. She want to find out more about how to be a part of the UPK, and she said, as a single woman, where is her place?
As a single woman, like I said, pay your tithes, man. Get in here and pay your tithes. Get in here and support this truth. Support these brothers that's putting this knowledge out on the earth that's most important for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So that's what you do. Pay your tithes to Commander General Hunter. Get in touch with the camp leader over your zone. Whatever city you in, go to ISUPK.com. Go to the ISUPK website and find that number of your city. Find that camp leader and get down with him. You understand? Find the camp leader in your zone and make sure you pay your tithes and put your work in, put your brick in, sis. You understand? Make some goddamn biscuits from scratch. We got feast days coming up. Make some food. You understand? That's what you do. Print out some flyers and take it up to the school and help the brothers so they can pass those flyers out. You understand? But like I said, man, get in touch with your camp leader and whoever over your zone, and he could definitely help you out. All right, go to the ISUPK website and find the number that's over your city or the city nearest you. You understand? Check out the questions though. What else we got? Give me Romans the 15th chapter, 15 and 4. All right. We living on the time of the earth, man, right now. But this is all we have is the scriptures. All right. As blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, this is the only thing you should be seeking. Is the Lord. What did God say? You understand? You can see following your oppressor that he don't do nothing right. This nigga's, Salaki. Your oppressor is dumb. You understand? Your oppressor teaches you that two men can be together. Two women can be together, which was a mental illness up until the 60s or the 70s. That was a mental illness. Now he tells you two men can be together. Your oppressor tells you that a man can marry a dog in certain states in America. And that's who you choose to follow? You understand? No. Black Hispanics and Native Americans, the Israelites on the earth, this is what we need to be doing. Read what you got, brother.
Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Whatsoever things that were written before time was written for our learning. This Bible right here is for us. This is the blueprint. This is the goddamn constitution for the black man. What was written before time was written for our learning. Come on.
Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
That we through what?
Through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
That we through patience and what?
Comfort of the scripture.
Comfort of the Constitution.
Comfort of the scripture.
Comfort of voting.
The comfort of the scripture.
Our comfort comes in these scriptures, man. In these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's where our hope comes from. Our hope and our comfort. It comes from these laws, statutes, commandments. It comes from what happened from the priests and the prophets before us that told us what they went through. That's where our comfort and our hope comes from. All right? Not from voting. Not from marching. Right? God damn. The 60s done came and went. Them niggas in the 60s did enough marching for 4 lifetimes. You understand? Them niggas walked from down south to Washington because there wasn't enough buses to take them. They walked and walked back or got stuck in Washington. They did some real nigga marching. They was marching like some faithful slaves, wasn't they? They did so much marching, it should have taught you not to march in 2020. Right. You understand? God damn, if they didn't get whatever they were trying to get, you know what I'm saying? Right. From all that goddamn marching they was doing, you know you can't do nothing in 2020. Marching ain't gonna get it, man. What's gonna get it? These scriptures. Rioting caught their attention. You understand? Because you start tearing up the cities and what have you. It damn sure caught their attention. But it still won't get you the freedom that you asked for. It won't get you the justice that you marching for. You understand?
Get out your anger. That's all that's gonna do. Let your anger out.
Salaki, what'd you say?
All right, get the anger out.
It's gonna get the anger out for a time, but not really. Because black people, all they doing is stealing. They stealing, they looting. You understand? Who's really getting their frustration out is the white people. The white people was the one breaking the windows, spray painting and burning things up. They're the ones getting their frustration out. You understand? Black people, all you doing is coming outside during the quarantine. It was just something for the black man to do at this time. He found a way to get some free Jordans, and that's what he did. But that's not going to get you what you seek. The scriptures say through patience and what? Read it one more time, brother.
Comfort of the scriptures.
Come on.
Might have hope.
Might have hope. You understand? These scriptures is all we have, man. Not marching. You understand? Not no religion. These scriptures that the Lord gave us, that the priests before us gave us. You understand? Give me shoot, Salaki. Shoot. What's the scripture, man? Ye shall know the truth. Give me that one. All right. This is what we need on the earth right now. All right. The UPK. You understand? That's what we need. The UPK. We need the truth on the earth. Not voting, not protesting, not rioting, not joining to your oppressor and his foolishness, but the truth, man. You understand? And that's why we here. The priests and prophets of the Lord, man, were risen up to give you the truth. You understand? You're not spreading the truth. You're not in the truth if you're not here under command and General Yohana. You understand? Yeah, understand this, man. Join in Black Lives Matter and all these different organizations that really only care about gay rights. You understand? I don't know how any real black man can join a group ran by lesbians. What the hell is that about? You understand? Read what you got, brother.
Then said Jesus unto those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
He said, if you continue in my word, then are you my disciples. You understand? A lot of Christians need to read this verse over and over, man, because they forget about what Christ said, how Christ said he didn't come to do away with the laws. They forget about that. They forget about loving your brother. You understand? They forget about those things, and they just go straight into what the white man said. You understand? But Christ said, what? If you do my words, that's how I know you my disciples. And what? Read after that, brother.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Come on. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You understand? Not protesting. It didn't say protesting will make you free. It didn't say Black Lives Matter will make you free. It said the truth. That's what will make you free. You understand? The truth. And that's real heavy right there. Because a lot of people, man, black people today, they think that a bill passed, you know, and that's what made them free. What are we in right now? This Friday, they say is what? Who knows? What's this Friday? That's what black people say. This Friday is Juneteenth. And they say that's what made them free.
Still not free.
Goddamn right. Say it again, brother.
Still not free.
You still ain't free. How you know?
Work for minimum wage, man.
How you know according to what we just read?
Oh, well, we ain't following the truth.
Because the truth. That's how you know. You understand? You ain't free if you still calling yourself by some white man's name. You ain't free if you still celebrating the days that your oppressor told you to celebrate. How the hell is that free? You understand? How are you free? How are you free if you got to get up at 8, 7, 6 in the morning and go bang out 12 hours? If you don't, you ain't got nowhere to live. How are you free? The Bible says that the truth shall make you free. Understanding your nationality. Understanding where you come from. Understanding what the Most High told you to do. That's what make you free. Not voting. Not protesting. Not Black Lives Matter. It didn't say that would make you free. It said what would make you free? The truth. And that's so heavy, man. It's so heavy that we keep saying that so that people will understand. It's important to know where you come from, man. You understand? You got something, brother? Go ahead. You got a question or comment?
No, I was saying like the sister just said she from Flint.
Oh, the sister from Flint?
Yeah.
Sister from Flint. What's her name? Cat Smiley. Okay, so what you need to do if you from Flint is contact Captain LeBron. You got the number? Is the number on the screen? It's locking.
Yeah, this is the call in.
What page is she calling from? Detroit or Cleveland? Facebook Detroit? Okay, so the number, if you calling from Facebook or YouTube on the Detroit page, you should see the number on the screen right there. Contact that number, man, and link in with your brothers, man. All right, come support your brothers. That's your job as a woman in the truth. A woman in the UPK is to support these brothers. You understand? Sending your tithes, sending your donations, your priest funds. You understand? Definitely lock in. Do your 90 days. Get you a Hebrew name. You understand? Take some pride in that. A lot of our people don't know, man. We still calling ourselves, surnames from white people. Your surname, your last name tells you where you come from. You understand? Who you belong to. Where your family is. Who your family is. You understand? And we calling ourselves by white people last name. So get in here and join your brothers, man, and get you a real last name. Get you a Hebrew name. That's what you do, sis. You in Flint, man. You rocking out with us. So call that number, man, and let's get it. But yeah, go back to the scripture. Where you was at? No, so we was on what? The truth shall make you free. That's real heavy. All right? Because the time that we living in right now, understand that black people think Juneteenth. They think they were freed in 1865, which is so heavy. Let's pull that. Give me the origin of Juneteenth. Let's get into that. Because somebody asked me a question about that anyway. What it was and all that. Black people think that because we, the so-called slaves was freed in 1863, 1865, that we are free. That's not what makes you free. Understanding where you come from, your nationality, understanding the truth, like the Bible said, is what makes you free. I understand? So celebrating Juneteenth is foolishness to me. You understand? And it's another heavy thing that we getting on, because as Israelites, we keep the feast days of the Lord. So somebody asked me, do we celebrate Juneteenth? No, we keep the feast days of the Lord. So if it's not in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, I don't rock with it. You understand? And you kind of like simple for doing Juneteenth, if you ask me. You understand? Go ahead, Salagi.
Just saying we're gonna be
Okay, so we gonna be out there. We got an event set up.
Yeah.
They in for a rude awakening, man. It's a lock it. Whoever invited the UPK to their Juneteenth event is in for a rude awakening this Friday, right, Kudash?
Right.
We gonna go out there and wake up the people at Maharis Park. You understand? Salaki, you got a question, brother? What you saying? What you want to know about the event? Okay, so the event, Maharis Park. What time? 10 o'clock? 10 to 9, 10 to sundown?
It said, the one I seen, it said 11 a.m. or something where it started.
Okay, so it started at 11. They got a
We gonna have the
Juneteenth
speaking
event.
part. They gonna give us the microphone and let us.
Ah, good night. Holy word, Kudash the Bright say they gonna give men of the Lord the mic at a Juneteenth event. So, Most High in Christ. But understand this. Understand this. The slaves were not free. It is so. Just give me the origin. Let's read that real fast. Who got that? The origin of Juneteenth. You got that? Just put it in Google or something.
Juneteenth. It commemorates June 19, 1865, when Union General Gordon Granger read federal orders in Galveston, Texas, that all previously enslaved people in Texas were free.
That's heavy right there. That's heavy. So Juneteenth is when a general who?
General Gordon Granger.
General Gordon Granger came into Texas and he read the bill that just passed that said that all people in Confederate states were free. Read that again. Was it Confederate states or everywhere? Okay, I know. I'm confused.
It's the Civil War.
I'm confused. Okay, read it again. In 1863 was the Emancipation Proclamation. That was Abe Lincoln. That's when the slaves was free. All right.
Take effect though, right? They took effect 2 years later because
No, it took effect in 1863 when it passed. But just like niggas, just like real slaves, what did we do? We did what the white man told them to. And what day do we celebrate? This is why it's so confusing to me. Because Juneteenth is what? Read it again. I'm going to break it down. Juneteenth is this. Read it.
when the Union General Gordon Granger read federal orders in Galveston, Texas, that previously enslaved people in Texas were free.
That's Juneteenth. They celebrating the day that this Union General came in and said that the slaves were free. But why aren't they celebrating 1863, the Emancipation Proclamation? Because that's the real day.
Right.
You understand? So instead of free men celebrating the emancipation when Abe Lincoln said they were so-called free, they keeping the day that the oppressor told them to keep, which is when this general came. All right? Keep going.
So although the Emancipation Proclamation had formally freed them almost 2.5 years earlier.
You see that? Emancipation Proclamation freed them 2.5 years earlier. Come on.
And the American Civil War had largely ended with the defeat of the Confederate States in April.
Civil War over with. 6 months before this general came in and said what he said. Civil War was over with. Emancipation Proclamation been over with 2 years before this. Come on.
Texas was the most remote of the slave states, with a low presence of Union troops, so enforcement of the proclamation had been slow and inconsistent.
So Texas, because Texas and the oppressors that lived in Texas was so hardcore and the slaves, they just never let them go. But you niggas been free. Just like right now what we telling you. These scriptures is for you. Everything in this Bible is for you. And we telling you it's for you. But you ain't gonna listen because a white man ain't telling you. That's just like a slave, ain't it? It's just like a slave. You waiting on Joel Osteen to come back and tell you you're an Israelite before you say you're an Israelite. You a goddamn slave. And only slaves celebrate Juneteenth. Keep going.
Celebration date to 1866 at the first involving church-centered community gatherings in Texas. It spread across the South.
So in 66 is when they started celebrating it. Come on. And it's so funny, man. It's so funny. Because they're going to say that this is the black man's longest holiday, Juneteenth. But I didn't find out about this till 2018. You know what I mean? Like, I was a well-grown man. I'm 40. You feel me? I ain't found out about this till I was 37, and so I was in the truth for sure. They didn't teach me about this in those schools. They say, Brother Kodash the boss say he found out 5 days ago when they told him we had an event to go down there and speak. That's when he found out. You feel me?
I found out last year.
The new student say he found out last year. I found out when I came in the truth because we was talking about niggas that celebrate Juneteenth. That's when I found out. But they'll tell you that this is the black man's longest holiday. Bigger than Martin Luther King Day. You understand? How come no black people knew about this? Go ahead. What you got, Kodash?
Now, I guess this is why they celebrate it, because they got a picture of a house and a military order on Wikipedia. It's a house. I'm gonna read what it says under the house. It say Ashton Villa.
Slocky, brother. You got 2 screens up. Do that mean something?
No,
Check the sound, everything to up. Okay, go ahead.
It say Ashton Villa, where General Order Number 3 was read on June 19th, 1865. This is a house or a villa or whatever, Ashton Villa. And then you got the Emancipation Proclamation. It say Military Order, General Order Number 3, June 19th, 1865. I guess they read it at that house. At that time.
You talking about the general?
Yeah.
That's what the brother just read. So this general came in well after the Confederate general had surrendered and said, God damn niggas, why y'all still on this plantation? Go home. You niggas been free for 2 years. So they celebrating the day that their oppressor officially came and told and kicked them off the plantation. And that's what he's going to have to do today. Because there's so many goddamn slaves still living. You understand? Anybody that's not in here, after hearing what we teach, it's because you're a slave in the mind. You're waiting on the white man to tell you to celebrate Juneteenth. That's what you're waiting for. You waiting on the white man to tell you you're an Israelite. That's why you're not in the UPK. You can't believe Commander General Yohana when he tell you you're an Israelite. You can't believe us when we prophesy on these street corners and tell you exactly what the scriptures say. You waiting on Joel Osteen. You understand? And that's so heavy. You niggas, you goddamn coons out here celebrating Juneteenth, man, need to be smacked. You understand? First of all, you got to look at the facts. Where do we live at? All right? We live in America, which is what? Go ahead.
Spiritual Babylon and Egypt.
Okay, but past that, the numbers say that America is 5% of the population, but 25% of what? The world prisoners. That's America. That's where you live. We 25%. We 5% of the population, 25% of the world's prisoners. 1 out of 4 prisoners, niggas that's locked up, Slovakia, is locked up in America. So right after they so-called freed the slaves, what happened? Jim Crow laws came into effect. After that came the 13th Amendment. What does the 13th Amendment say? Who knows? The 13th Amendment is what so-called freed the slaves. But it says unless you're what? Unless you're in prison. Okay? So they so-called freed the slaves, and then they hit you with the gray area, or you know what I'm saying? The hidden meaning behind freeing the slaves. Because the 13th Amendment say if you get locked up, what are you? You a slave. So right after that came the private prisons. You know what I'm saying? Who's the majority of people locked up? It's blacks and Hispanics. So how did slavery end? There's more slaves now that's locked up than it is when it was in slavery. So slavery never ended. If you celebrating Juneteenth, you's a goddamn fool. Understand, hold that thought. Understand that when slavery existed, talking about chattel slavery, all black people wasn't getting beat with whips. It was people in the North, people in the South, the niggas in the South. It was what it was. What about the brothers in Canada? What about the brothers? You know what I'm saying? Now, there was always ill treatment, but everybody wasn't in chattel slavery. What's the difference between then and now? Nothing. Everybody ain't locked up, but there's more people locked up now than it was back then. You feel me? So, technically, did we ever get free? They just changed the wording of it. You understand? They changed it so that they'll feel better about enslaving you. And then niggas start celebrating. Go ahead. What you got, brother?
I was gonna say, man, even with minimum wage, man, that's another form of slavery, man. You work $7, $8 an hour, man. You can't look off that. That's
Man.
slavery, man.
This is all slavery. You understand? It's all slavery. I don't care how much you make. You a slave.
Right. LeBron James and $1 million.
That's why I said, I don't care how much you make. You a slave. LeBron James is worth $1 billion. And a white woman that ain't good at nothing told that nigga to shut up and dribble. Why? Why did she feel that it was okay for her to even say that? Because she know that nigga ain't nothing but a slave. She know he ain't nothing to her. The weakest of the white women that don't do nothing but talk and read what people tell her to read told this black man worth $1 billion to shut up. I want to hear what you got to say. That's how you live in America. You celebrating Juneteenth, you're goddamn cold. And when we go out there this Friday, we going to tell everybody. You understand? Niggas ain't free in America. You still slaves. Like I said, you look at the number of the mass incarceration that's going on right now. How the hell can you say we free? Look at how black people are getting treated by the cops, which originated from what? What did the police originate from? Where did they come from? Who know? Go ahead, brother.
I know the KKK really infiltrating all the police departments that are out there.
No. Focus. What am I asking? Where did the police department originate from? You're right that the Klan definitely infiltrated, you know what I'm saying, and got all, they everywhere. They in you look at Trump. His father got arrested at a Klan meeting. So we know that the Klan is in everything.
They did that on purpose, they had a meeting and all that.
Mm-hmm.
To get together and plan on turning off police departments.
They've already done it because the police department comes from where? Check online. Who know online? Where did the police department come from? I know Officer 50 Montezard in Ohio. Where they come from, Montezard? Who knows? The police department comes from where? I'll give you a couple seconds. Go ahead, Kodash the Bar. Give him a couple seconds. You check online. You can answer if you got it. Go ahead, answer. But you got to understand, nothing has changed. From slavery, from now to then, nothing's changed. Everybody wasn't a slave back then. You understand? You lived in the South, it was hell for you, man. They beat you back hell. If you lived in the North, it was hell for you. You was still a slave. You feel me? Now we just getting locked up. We getting killed by the police. We getting lynched. Black brothers getting hanged still to this day. 2 brothers got hung. And they called it suicide. I think it was in LA. You know, damn suicide. We still getting lynched. We still getting lynched. So the behavior is still the same to this day. And they talking about Juneteenth, slave patrol. Come on, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, the slave patrol.
I'm gonna give it to you.
That's where the
Go ahead, Kodash.
the police come from. People that cops, or not even cops, just white people who was trained to capture slaves, runaway slaves.
Yeah, that's where the police department comes from. It comes from the slave patrol. You understand? What's changed? Nothing. The police are still out here getting the slaves in order. They still whooping your back. They still putting their knee on your neck like they did in slavery. But you talking about Juneteenth. And then when you ask a brother in the world why he does it, he say, man, we just doing it to get together with our family and barbecue. That's all black people want to do is party. They ain't thinking about the message behind it. They ain't thinking about nothing. They thinking about partying. Not understanding that we still slaves. What the hell are you celebrating? The day that the white man told you to celebrate? When you was free 2 years earlier? Come on, man. Good night. Go ahead. What you got, Kodash?
And that's heavy about what you said earlier. Two heavy things that I just heard is when they hung them brothers, they told us it was suicide.
Yeah.
Like they got the nerve to tell you it's suicide. Like a black person in 2020 would go all the way back and go get a damn rope to hang himself. That's how much of a slave he is. That he, instead of shooting himself with a gun or stabbing himself or taking some pills, this slave nigga would go all the way back to hanging himself with a rope.
The last thing a black man gonna do is hang himself, man. Commander Junior Hunter brought that out on Monday. This nigga gonna kill himself a million different ways than hanging himself from a tree, nonetheless. They hung that nigga from a tree and then say he committed suicide. You think a black man gonna do that? Good night. Good night, man.
And then also, the last thing we was just talking about, I just forgot it before the rope. I mean before the anchor. The
slave patrols. What cops came from?
Slave patrol. Damn, I forgot.
Just let me know when you come back. Ain't no thing, but ain't no. He does it a lot. Ain't no thing. He'll get it. He'll get it back. Kodash the bar, man, he rides the line between genius and craziness, man. That's my little brother, man. But look, no sweat, man. Juneteenth is real heavy. So we got that event this Friday. We definitely gonna go out there and wake the people up. We showed you the origin of it, man. It's when a white man told you was free, but you were already free. You know what I'm saying? 2 years earlier. But this white man, a general, I forget his name, came through in Texas and officially told the slaves to goddamn it take your ass home. You've been free. You understand? So the slaves remembered that day that the white man came in and told them to go home. Because that's really what it is. It's the day that the white man came in and told them to go home. And slaves today are still waiting on the day that the white man told them to go home. You understand? These goddamn black people in America refuse to be free. You understand? They refuse to follow anybody but their oppressor, man. It's crazy, man. Black people today suffer from a identity crisis. They don't know who the hell they are. You understand? They don't know who they are. They want to be white so bad. And it's time for our brothers and sisters to wake up and understand you are not white. You understand? This is not your rest. What the scripture say? This is not your rest, black man. The Lord gave you something better than America. You understand? The Lord gave you something better than the 4th of July and Juneteenth. You understand? He gave you Israel. He gave you the goddamn laws, statutes, and commandments that put you above everybody else. All you got to do is understand that you are not the slave that was born in America. You are princes of the power. Yasha Allah. You understand? That's who you are. And we need to understand this. Don't wait on no white man to tell you Israel before you come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Don't wait on no oppressor to do that, because he's never going to do it. Your goddamn hell is his heaven. He's never going to tell you you're a king that's supposed to be over him. If that's what you waiting for, black man, you going to wait forever, goddammit. This is not going to happen. The men of the Lord and the ISUPKDETROITS under Commander General Yohana, that's why we here to let you know to come out of her. You understand? All right, give me what else we got? Check online, see if we got questions. I know it was a heavy story. And I forgot to send it to you, Kodash. See if I can get it to you real fast. I'm I'm gonna send it to you on Messenger. All right, you know what? See if you can find it. It's the story with what's the brother's name? Y'all know the NBA is coming back, right? You heard that? You hear that, Kodash? You hear that?
You said what?
The NBA is coming back.
Nope, I ain't here.
Okay, find that story with Steven Jackson.
What he say? Oh, you talking about this? Oh, all right.
Let me see. I'm gonna pull it for you. Bear with me, Israel. It's lucky. Slavery had me jammed up today. All right, I got it right here, brother. I'm about to send it to you in Messenger right now. All right, read that for me. All right. If y'all want the title, I can give it to you. You can look it up real fast so you can read along. It's Steven Jackson criticizes the NBA's plan to continue season. Pull that up. We got a lot of stories going on, man, right now. It's protesting worldwide. You understand? Goddamn black people joining the Black Lives Matter. Y'all heard about the new ruling that says that gay people cannot be, basically profiled. Like, you got to hire a transgender, even though you don't want to hire a transgender. It's actually something you could read. I just sent it to you on Messenger, brother. Go to your page on Messenger. You ain't got to look it up. The student is looking it up, but I sent it directly to you. Read that. You got that one right there, brother? You see what he looking at? Okay. Read it. Read what you got. You got the mic. Go ahead. Okay, put it on the page. Y'all can read along, keep up with us. But right now we living in a time where he's gonna read the story. You give me the Book of Maccabees.
Stephen Jackson criticizes NBA's plans to continue season.
Second Maccabees.
Now ain't the time to be
chapter.
playing basketball.
Say it one more time, brother.
Stephen Jackson criticizes NBA plans to continue season. Now ain't the time to be playing basketball.
Okay, so the NBA season is coming back. Why are they choosing to bring it back at this time? You understand? This is something that, like we read in Romans the 15th chapter, through patience and comfort and open the scriptures, in the scriptures that you might have hope. If we read these scriptures, we'd know what's going on the earth today. You understand? If we didn't have our head up America's ass so much, we could see the threat that was in front of us. But we love reality TV. You understand? We love everything that white people tell us, man. God damn. Black people today don't even know the real meaning of the rainbow. Can you imagine that? Our kids think that rainbows are strictly for gay people. That's because we don't read the scriptures, man. So it's so heavy to get off into these scriptures and understand what the Bible is saying. Did you have something, Kodash? Let me hear.
And he went to Instagram in the same story. He got a video on here too.
No sweat. We just gonna read it. Understanding the Bible will prepare you for what's going on in today's time. And what they're doing now is a tactic that they always use to keep Israel mind occupied on what they wanted them to do versus what the Lord told them to do. So 2 Maccabees, the 4th chapter. Kodash the Bar is going to read the story first, and then you go there. Go ahead, Kodash. Where you at? 2 Maccabees, the 4th chapter. Read what you got, Kodash. We'll go a little bit over, man, because I was late.
Stephen Jackson criticizes NBA's plans to continue season. Now ain't the time to be playing basketball.
Now ain't the time to be playing no goddamn basketball, no football, no baseball, no hide and go get it, know nothing. You understand? You supposed to have your head deep in these scriptures, man, because prophecies are unfolding. You understand? Now is the time for you to be getting yourself together for Christ when Christ returns. You understand? That's what time it is now. Prepare yourself so you won't get put to death with the rest of the sinners. You understand? That's what time it is now. All right? Now is the time to be going out and getting lost in America's dreams and fantasies. Because that's what the white man does. He tries to throw you off. You understand? During voting time, something always happens. You understand? During the time where the black man should be focused on his family, he puts something else in your face. And right now, what he's doing is he's trying to occupy your mind with sports. And this is something that always occurred in the scriptures, man, to get the black man from following the Lord. Right? Read what you got.
Stephen Jackson criticized the NBA on Saturday for choosing to continue the season. The former NBA player took to Instagram to share his disapproval for the 2019-2020 NBA regular season continuing in Orlando in July, saying that other things are going on in the world to focus on besides basketball.
There's always other things going on besides basketball. Understand why you dribbling that ball, throwing that ball, catching that ball, hitting that ball. Black people are oppressed. You understand? What the scriptures say, oppression make a wise man mad, but a gift destroyeth the heart. So the white man throw you a couple trinkets, and you forget that your brother is oppressed in the projects. You understand? So now ain't the time to be playing basketball. Never, if you ask me. You understand? When I came in the truth, I was a goddamn diehard sports fan. You understand? But when I came in the truth, I ain't watch no more games. It's like I just didn't care about it no more. Don't ask me who won the game yesterday. I don't know. Man, ask my ribs, man. That's all I used to do. You understand? I get off to slavery. That's where you gonna catch me. In front of the TV watching whatever game is on. I was a goddamn baseball fiend. You understand? Basketball, all of that. But it's not important. I found out who I was, man, who my king was, who I belong to, where I belong. And the white man's sports is just comical to me. It's a distraction. So now is not the time, never is the time, if you ask me, Salaki. Go ahead, brother.
Kind out of one kind.
Stay with me, Kuda.
And this on his Instagram page right here.
Don't go to the video. Just read what he said.
Don't go to the video. All right. Under the comments of this video that he put on Instagram, it said, just the truth. But how can playing basketball help? How can playing basketball help? Oh, our way. Y'all want to be entertained, huh? Y'all don't like the truth. Justice George Floyd.
That's heavy.
Breonna Taylor.
No, they don't. They don't like the truth. Yes, they want to be entertained, and no, they don't like the truth. The white man can't stand you putting his crimes in his face, so he want to distract you. You understand? He don't want you focused in on the hell that you living in. So he wants you to catch a basketball and throw it in the goddamn hoop. Like you got the mind of a 2-year-old. That's all you can think about doing, is putting a ball in the hoop. So yeah, for white people, your oppressor, now is never the time for you to learn and understand that you the prince of the power and you over him. He's going to always give you something to distract you. Keep going.
I love the NBA, man. That's my family. Jackson began in the Instagram video. But now ain't the time to be playing basketball, y'all. Now ain't the time. Playing basketball is going to do one thing. Take all the attention off the task at hand right now.
That's heavy.
And what we fighting for.
That's what sports do all together. He's speaking on right now. I'm speaking on forever. Like I said, man, I'm 40 now. I came in the truth. I think I was like 35 or something. You know what I'm saying? And up until then, that's the only thing I thought about. Basketball, football, baseball, and banging on some hoes, Salaki, and smoking up all the drugs I could find. That was my life. So now is never the time for this crap that we living in. No meaningless, vain life without the Lord. Come on.
Count out of one kind. Everybody's going to be worried about the playoffs. They're going to have that blasting all over the TV.
Exactly. That's the white man's goal. To get you from, stop you from protesting, stop you from caring about your people, and to get you to worried about what LeBron is doing. You understand? And they've always paid our men to do the work of their oppressors and not serve their God. All right? Come on. Keep going.
And nobody's going to be talking about getting justice for these senseless
Nobody's going to
murders.
be talking about what?
Talking about getting justice for these senseless murders.
Nobody going to think about justice no more. They ain't going to think about the knee that was on George Floyd neck. They ain't going to think about the brother that got shot for a goddamn DUI when he was parked in the parking lot. They ain't going to think about the sister in Louisville. You understand? They ain't going to think about all the senseless murders that the police been doing since forever. They going to be thinking about LeBron. Come on.
Nobody going to be talking about getting justice for all of these senseless murders by these police, and nobody going to be focused on the task at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson continued.
Come on.
None of these white owners have spoken up. None of them are taking a stand. Yeah, they might post a video when the season start of Salaki. Yeah, they might post a video when the season start off saying what we should do, but they ain't doing nothing.
If they ain't doing nothing, and they ain't gonna never do nothing to help black people, because your hell is their heaven. If they help you, they're gonna be in hell. All right. If they keep your mind on justice, their economy is gonna fall. These people can't even keep you from being a slave for 2 months because America is falling. You understand? They need you to be a slave for America to exist. That's how you know you shouldn't be celebrating Juneteenth. Another reason right there. Because if you're not playing basketball, America falls. You understand? If you worried about your people, America falls. You got something else, brother?
Yeah, he got a quote. It says Jackson would close by emphasizing, he closed in the video on Instagram by emphasizing that the movement in hand for black rights is bigger than the game of basketball and bigger than any one person.
Damn right.
He also shared a quote from Lou Williams that mirrored the things he was saying. And I think this is the quote right here. We are fighting for a radical change. Sports has been a healing factor in this climate. It's a distraction. In this climate, it's a distraction.
Damn right.
So he's saying sports is a distraction to the task at hand, which is getting changed for murdering black people.
Damn right. That's heavy right there. And it's about damn time that these brothers start realizing what their oppressor was using them for. Regardless if a brother is being killed on the streets, this is the white man's goal, is to use you for entertainment to distract blacks and Hispanics. All right? Now we gonna show you that in the scriptures. Where you at? You got the scripture? Get a brother on mic. That's around 10. Let me get with you. What's that?
What it say, what it's about.
I'm gonna get with you. Give me a sec. All right. Second Maccabees 4. All right, start at 9.
Besides this, he promised to assign 150 more, if he might have license to set him up a place for exercise and for the training up of youth in the fashions of the heathen, and to write them of Jerusalem by the name of the Antiochians, which when the king had
Salaki. Start at 8. I'm gonna read it again. All right. So what we doing right now is we showing you we showing you all of this in the Bible, okay? Steven Jackson is a basketball player, all right? They use our people to distract us, all right? They use our warriors, man. The men that are supposed to be priests of the Lord, doing the work of the Lord, raising up their people and fighting for their people. They take them from that job, from that real work, and use them as distractions. And this is something that your oppressor has always done. And we're going to read about it during the Greek captivity in the book of Maccabees. Slakia, you got something, Kodash?
I think this just happened today at 5 o'clock.
Go ahead.
Kevin Durant called Kendrick Perkins a sellout today for his opposition to starting up the season.
Okay. What I forgot to mention, there's brothers, Kyrie Irving, Steven Jackson. There's a couple other brothers that refuse to go back to playing. LeBron said he refused because he didn't want to play on a court without fans. But there were brothers that were more hardcore that just said, God damn it, this is a distraction. LeBron is so tied in with the oppressor that he had to use a political answer. But these brothers that are retired and are lesser paid in the oppressor's field came out and said it like this is straight up a distraction. Okay, so that's what the brother is talking about. Certain brothers are going back and just playing because they love the oppressor's attention and money. And that's what we're going to read about now. So go ahead. Where you at? What verse? Book chapter, verse.
Book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 8. Promising unto the king by intercession 303 score talents of silver.
Read 7. Start at 7. Salaki.
Book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 7.
Come on.
But after the death of Seleucus, when Antiochus, called Epiphanes, took the kingdom, Jason, the brother of Onassis, labored underhand to be high priest.
So reading into this chapter, I believe Onassis was a man of the Lord, but his brother was not. Okay, keep going. His brother Jason was not. Go ahead.
Promising unto the king by intercession 303 score talents of silver, and of another revenue.
Now, Jason wanted to be high priest. High priest, you know what I'm saying? Like T.D. Jakes and Al Sharpton and all them. He wanted to get some money. He wanted to be known amongst the people. He wanted a spot. So in order to get that spot, he tried to do things to please this oppressor. All right? One of these things was selling his people out. Keep going.
And of another revenue, 80 talents. Verse 9. Besides this, he promised to assign.
So he promised them money. He said, man, I can get you all kind of money. He telling the king this, I can get you all kind of money. You know, you put me in this spot. He was catering to the king, trying to get this spot. Ass kissing, you understand? So he said, besides this money that I'm promising you, I can do what?
Besides this, he promised to assign 150 more. If he might have license to set
I could get you 150 more talents if I could do what?
Have license to set up him up a place for exercise and for the training up of youth.
If you could let me set up a place for exercise and what?
And the training up of youth in the fashions of the heathen, and to write them of Jerusalem, Salam, by the name of Antiochus.
And good night. You got to read that again. Who understand what they just read? Read it again.
Verse 9. Besides this, he promised to assign 150 more.
So he said, this is what you reading. Come on, man. I'm going to let you read and I'm going to explain it. Go ahead.
Book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 9. Besides this, he promised to assign 150 more, if he might have license to set up a place of exercise and for the training up of youth in the fashions of the heathen, and to write them of Jerusalem, Salam, by the name of the Antiochus.
Who could break this down? What is he telling the king he could do for him? You got no apocrypha? We'll get you that. What is he telling the king to do? Did you hear that, Kodash Taba? Read it one more time for the brother.
Verse 9, one more time. Besides this,
pay attention, man. Be focused. Come on.
He promised to assign 150 more, if he might have license to set up a place for exercise and for the training up of youth in the fashions of the heathen, and to write them of Jerusalem by the name of the Antiochians.
What'd you read? What'd you just hear?
I can try.
Go ahead. We'll let you try first. Go ahead, brother.
It sounds to me like, you know, people in Jerusalem and train them up in like some type of sport or entertainment, like the heathens engage in, like train them in it, so they can make money off of it, I guess.
You looking at the first black sports owner of a team. Who own the team right now? Bob Johnson, the owner of BET, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson. All right. They say it ain't no black GMs in football, right? This is what you looking at. This is the first nigga to sell you out to be on the football team, to be on the basketball team. What was the name of the team?
Antiochians.
That was the name of the team. Good night. Read it again. Y'all don't understand what y'all reading right now? Read it again.
Besides this, he promised to assign 150 more.
He said, I'm going to give you some more money. Now, he already told him he was going to give him some cash. And he said, if you do this, I can get you some more cash by doing what?
If he might have license to set up a place for exercise.
If you let me set up a place for exercise, what's a place for exercise?
Gym.
A gym, a stadium, a basketball court. You understand? You let me set up a boxing gym. You understand? A football arena. Come on.
And for the training up of youth.
And for the training up of who?
Of youth.
Where all your black brothers want to go when they get out of school? They want to go to the league. They don't want to be a priest of the Lord. They want to go play basketball. They want to go play football, right? So he said he want to train up, make a place of exercise for the youth. Come on.
For the training up of youth in the fashions of the heathen.
In the fashions of who?
In the fashion of the heathen.
All that goddamn butt naked wrestling you like? Where that come from? You understand? When you was little, you wanted to be who was them niggas? Stevie Ray and who was the other one? In WCW. Them goddamn brothers, man. You understand? That's who you wanted to be, Bam Bam Bigelow and them. This in the Bible, man. Brother sold you out to get money for this. Come on.
And to write them of Jerusalem by the name of the Antiochians.
And when he named it, he said, you going to be the Clippers, nigga. Who own the Clippers? What's that racist, the goddamn white boy, man? He said, man, don't bring Magic Johnson to none of my goddamn games no more. You feel me? And what did the Clippers do when they heard how Donald Sterling, that's his name, hated black people? What'd they do? Did they quit going to basketball games? What did they do?
Took their shirt off.
Them niggas turned their shirt inside out. Goddamn coons. That's what we living in right now, though. Niggas are scared to stand up for their nation because they love being a slave for their oppressor. And this is where this comes from. The goddamn Greeks, man. Who were the Greeks? What nationality were the Greeks? Go ahead, brother. What nationality were the Greeks?
Edomites.
They were. That was Esau. What nationality was the Romans?
Edomites.
That was Esau. That was your oppressor, the white man. What nationality are the Americans?
Esau.
Goddamn Edomites. Some more Edomites. Esau, the oppressor, the devil that the Bible speaks of. The same thing he was doing in the Greek captivity, he's doing right now in America. He giving you stuff to occupy your mind, like Steven Jackson say, to throw you off. And this is what this brother presented to the king. Let me build a team and call them the Antiochians. They gonna play ball for you. You understand? Keep reading.
Which when the king had granted, and he had gotten into his hand the rule, he forthwith brought his own nation to the Grecian fashion.
He brought his own nation to what?
To the Grecian fashion.
Not to Israelite customs, to the Greekish fashion. So now, instead of standing on a pulpit of wood and prophesying the scriptures to your people, you butt naked wrestling. You're doing Greekish fashion. Understand this Greekish fashion when you hear about it. This is why nobody has on clothes. Understand Greek statues. They all naked, right? What the hell is that about? The Greek, when you see Greek statues, they all naked. And they got a half-ass robe on. Speak with the mic, brother. What?
They was heavily into that sodomy.
Sodomy. That's what the Greeks did. They had sex with any and everything that moved. All right?
They was into it, man.
They naked. So this is what they said. Read it again, 10.
Book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 10. Which when the king had granted and he had gotten into his hand the rule, he forthwith brought his own nation to the Greekish fashion.
Greekish fashion. Come on.
And the royal privileges granted of the special favor to the Jews by the means of John, the father of Epalumus, who went ambassador to Rome for amity and aid. He took away and putting down the government.
So he took that away. Whatever you had established, he took that away. Come on.
Which were according to the law.
So everything that you had going to the law. Go ahead, read that again. Read the last part. He brought up.
And he went ambassador to Rome for amity and aid. He took away and putting down the government which were according to the law. He brought up new customs against the law.
He brought up new customs against the law. You understand? You ain't supposed to be out there butt naked wrestling, UFC fighting, trying to break your brother's neck. That's ungodly. You ain't supposed to be doing that. Why you doing that for? You understand? But he brought in these Greek fashions, and y'all now everybody out there naked wrestling lions to make the oppressor happen. This was the first sports team. This was done to get your mind off of being who you supposed to be. You understand? Keep reading.
For he built gladly a place of exercise.
He built gladly this place
under the tower itself, and brought the chief.
And brought who?
The chief young
niggas is 6'7" and 6'8". LeBron James, KD, Steven Jackson. Who Steven? Who they call a coon, Kodash?
Perkins.
Kevin Perkins, Steven Perkins. I forget the nigga name. I don't even watch it no more.
Kevin Perkins.
That nigga Kevin Perkins supposed to be on the front lines with us. He's 6'8", 6'9". Instead, you got me, 5'7", fighting them battles. Cause he took who? Read that again.
And he took the chief.
The chief young man. He brought the strongest and mightiest young man. Come on.
And he brought the chief young men under his subjection and made them wear a hat.
Put on this uniform, nigga. You the Antiochians now. That's who you is. You ain't goddamn the brother you supposed to be from the tribe of Benjamin. You ain't him no more. This nigga, put on this goddamn butt naked outfit and go wrestle your brother and call yourself the Antiochians. Come on.
Now such was the height of Greek fashions.
Just like right now. What's the height of America? You understand? Brothers love. What's the height? Think about it. How can you be somebody in America? By being what? An entertainer. That's the height of Greek fashion. That's the height of American fashion to be a basketball player, to be a football player. That's the height of American fashion. Come on.
An increase of heathenish manners, though the exceeding profaneness of Jason, an ungodly wretch and no high priest, that the priest had no courage to serve anymore at the altar.
So because of Jason, the priest had no courage to do what?
To serve anymore at the altar.
They ain't want to serve at the altar no more. Come on.
But despising the temple and neglecting the sacrifices.
Man. They ain't want to come and be here on Saturday no more. It's a Sabbath day. They don't want to play. They don't want to come in here and read out the scriptures, out the Old Testament, from the Lashawan Kodash. Instead, they want to go to basketball practice. They want to go to football practice. Instead, they want to be in the goddamn basketball game and get cheered by white women and get the money from the Greekish fashions, from the white people. They don't want to be a priest of the Lord no more. Go ahead.
Hasten to be partakers of the unlawful allowance in the place of exercise.
So they ain't had no courage to stand up and say, I serve the Lord. They despise the temple. They despise the work of the Lord. Who God made them to be, called them to be. They despise that. You understand? They don't want to come here on the Sabbath no more. They want to go play basketball, like I said. Go ahead.
After the game of disgust called them forth.
Read it again. That the priest had no courage. Go ahead.
That the priest had no courage to serve anymore at the altar, but despising the temple and neglecting the sacrifices, hastened to be partakers of the unlawful allowance in the place of exercise. After the game of disgust called
After
them
the
forth.
game of discus called them forth. What's discus? Discus. They throw the little ball, you know. They used to do it in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? So this show you how this Bible is a history book. This is an actual game that they used to do in the Olympics. Salaki, say it again.
I was just thinking, like, when I was reading, it sounded like more history than like.
This is come on, brother. This is the Bible. The Bible is a history book. It's the Constitution for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, but it follows you throughout history. You understand? And this is what happened to us. This is why you so into basketball right now. This is why the white man pushes that heathen sport on you, to keep your mind occupied from doing what you're supposed to do. And that's what Stephen Jackson said. So just like in the scripture that we just read, they had no courage to serve at the altar. They ain't wanna free their people and get justice for their people. They wanted to get the money that the white man promised them. They want to get fame. What did it say? The height of the Greekish fashion. Now such was the height of Greekish fashion, and increasing heathen manners. That's what our people want to do now. You understand? This Bible, man, this is strictly for you, man. Black man, this is your book. And this is why the oppressor lies to you and tells you that the Bible is full of religion. You understand? He tries to get your mind occupied with his agenda so that you won't wake your people up. You understand? Our brothers and sisters, look at Shaquille O'Neal. Instead of promoting the Lord in the scriptures, this nigga working for goddamn Papa John's. A known white man that hates black people. You understand? Cause a gift destroys the heart. You understand? He took that bag and he don't even think about his people no more. And that's why the priests and prophets of the Lord and the Commander General Yohanan was waking up to give our people this knowledge, man. Come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Don't be like these goddamn heathens, man. Following these heathen customs. Like Stephen Jackson said, now ain't the time to play no goddamn basketball. You trying to dribble, nigga. Come get in the UPK and pay your tithes. That's what time it is now. You hear me? That's what time it is now. Get in here and join your brothers, man. And get out of this hell. Understand that your hell is the white man's heaven, man. All right?
And that's heavy.
Go ahead, get a brother.
That's heavy because the normal black person would be selfish. You got two types of black people. Rich black people that don't pay attention to what's going on, and high black people that's smoking weed and getting drunk all day. Now you got some... The Lord done put these damn white devils out here to kill you so much to where even rich athletes is like, hold on.
God damn.
There's
right.
too many black people getting killed right now.
Right.
Let's stop dribbling basketballs.
Damn.
That's what the white woman told LeBron James to do. Well, I'm not going to dribble.
Dribble a basketball. That's heavy. We talking
She said it too boldly for somebody to listen to her.
Right. He told that nigga to shut up and dribble. Because that's all white people want you to do. You understand? Read 15.
Verse 15.
Because the game of discus called them forth. So they didn't want to do the work of the Lord. They wanted to get the goddamn glory of the white man. They wanted to get the money from the white man. The game of discus called them forth. Right now, the game of basketball is calling our men forth. And they don't care about what happened to George Floyd. They want to go get that check. You understand? They want to go get the glory from the white man. Go ahead.
Not said he by the honors of their fathers.
Not setting by the honors of their fathers. Come on.
But liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
And that's what I just said. They ain't thinking about what happened to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They ain't thinking about what's going on in the scriptures. They ain't thinking about justice for their people. They thinking about what? 15.
I'm on 16.
Read 15 again.
Not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
You niggas liking the glory of your oppressor, man. Y'all want to be on the latest ESPN story, so you ain't thinking about George Floyd. Keep going.
By reason wherefore sore calamity came upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers, whose custom they followed so earnestly, and unto whom they desired to be like in all things.
And to whom they desired to be like in what?
All things.
In what?
All things.
So your religion, where you live at, the woman you marry, the God you serve, you wanted to be like your oppressor in all things. And that's why we going through what we going through now. It's time for our people to wake up and come out of that goddamn hypnotism of the money and the glory that the white man gives you or promised you. And think about your people, man. God damn the oppressor. Stop being a coon, man. You understand? Stop being a coon, man. Understand, you are not white. You ain't no white man. All right? You got a people. You got a God. The hell is you? Black as a fool. Black as night. Talking about you love white Jesus. Praying to white Jesus. Your people has a cause to fight for, man. Come out here and join your people, man. Pay your tithes and command and general your honor, man. Get in this goddamn truth. Steven Jackson, LeBron James, all you niggas, man. Put down them Greek customs, man. Serving the basketball god, goddammit. And get up in this truth. And with that, I'm going to close out the class, man. I'm preaching Officer 5,000 y'all, man. Shalom, Israel.
We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has any interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in where the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of any penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the feast of, not the feast, but the memorial of blowing of the trumpets. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, I'm going to give a courtesy salute to the teacher, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabarakatah. All right. With that being said, class dismissed.
What do you say?
We're gonna do what else here, I guess, for y'all new
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope.